Alrighty, folks, we are now 7-0 in our last 7 extra daily picks on my premium page. And it is Thursday, August 14th, 2025. Happy Thursday to you. Weekend's right around the corner. We are just about there. Of course, if you're joining me for the first time here today, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And once again, we are 7-0 in our last 7 extra daily picks on my premium page. We had a Tampa Bay money line yesterday, and they took care of the Athletics by the final of 8-2. And the good news is I've got another extra daily pick going off here today for Thursday. That play's already posted and ready for access in the post section. Of course, if you sign up for my extra daily pick here today, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to my daily best play every single day during that time frame, absolutely free. Going to be included with your membership. Of course, if you want to access all of my premium selections, I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end of the video. It's my full access, all-inclusive Gold Club membership. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Of course, I do have plenty of free content on my premium page as well. That includes my current overall win-loss record. You don't have to pay anything to access that. Just go to the post section and scroll down until you find it. Once again, folks, I'm 7-0 my last 7 extra daily picks, 8-0 my last 8 crowd pleaser teasers. And finally, folks, we are 3-0 in our last 3 board member plays. And the good news is I've got plays going off in all of those memberships here today, and they're all included with the full access, all-inclusive Gold Club membership. Folks, I currently have nearly 2,700 members who are signed up and active on my premium page as of right now. And with that, we're going to go ahead and jump right into some free content. Going to start off with the Mariners at the Orioles, 105 Eastern first pitch. Seattle's minus $1.20, totals 9.5. Logan Evans on the bump for the M's. Tomoyuki Sagano for Baltimore. Now, Tomo comes into today's matchup with an ERA of 4.24. Baltimore pitching has been pretty bad this year at Camden Yards. They're allowing 5.1 runs a game there, bottom 3 in hits allowed per contest. And they're facing a Seattle team who actually does their best hitting on the road. 9.3 hits a game in their travels. Top 3 run-producing team away from home. Cal Raleigh, 45 homers, 98 RBI, leading the majors in both of those categories. Josh Naylor with an OPS in the high 800s with the Mariners. But even if the M's blow chunks at the dish, they've got righty Logan Evans on the hill. He's got a winning 6-4 record on the year coming into today's contest. I like the Mariners minus $1.20. Cubs, Blue Jays, 307 East. Both teams are minus $1.10. Totals 8 runs. Max Scherzer for the Blue Jays. Matthew Boyd for Chicago. Both pitchers are going up against some pretty good lineups at the plate. Chicago's a top 3 run-scoring team. Toronto leads the league in hits per contest. George Springer with an OPS of 889 for Toronto, dozen stolen bases. And Vlad Guerrero with an OPS of 888. Now, total-wise, 6 out of the Blue Jays' last 10 outings did get over the number. Meanwhile, the Cubs on the other side, they're averaging 9.3 hits a game away from Wrigley. Seiya Suzuki, 27 homers, 85 ribbies. Matt Bush, OPS of 851. I like the over 8 runs. Marlins Guardians, 640 East. Cleveland's $1.20, total 7.5. Tanner Bybee for Cleveland. Edward Cabrera for Miami. Now, Cabrera's got a winning 6-5 record on the year. Miami definitely tends to hit the ball well in their travels. The Marlins are a top 5 run-scoring team on the road. Kyle Stowers, 25 homers, 72 RBI. Xavier Edwards is batting .305. They're facing a Cleveland squad who actually has a .400 win percentage in their interleague home games. Of course, on the mound, these Guardians pitchers have definitely allowed their fair share of free passes, definitely struggling with command a bit. They're in the bottom 5 in walks allowed per game. Meanwhile, starting pitcher Tanner Bybee is just one loss shy of double digits on the year. 8-9 record, ERA of 4.60. 3 out of the Guardians' last 4 at Progressive Field got over the total. 60% to the over in their last 10 at any location. Meanwhile, Miami saw overs in 6 out of their last 10 themselves. I like the Marlins plus $1, over 7.5. Phillies Nationals 645 East. Philadelphia is the $2 favorite. Totals 9. Jesus Luzardo for the Titans. Brad Lord for Washington. And despite several strong outings, the righty Lord comes into today's matchup with a losing 3-6 record on this season. Of course, a lot of that is on these Washington bats. They're averaging just 3.9 runs a game at home, second to last in walks per contest on their own diamond. They're facing a Phillies pitching staff who's definitely been tough to hit against away from the bank this year. They're amongst the top of the league in strikeouts per game on the road. And no real surprise, the Phils allowed just 3.5 runs a game as the away team. We could see more of the same with 11-win Jesus Luzardo on the hill. 11-5 record, 151 strikeouts. 5 out of the Phils' last 6 on the road did stay under the number. 8-2 to the under in their last 10 at any location. I like the Phillies minus 1.5, under 9. Braves Mets 710 East. New York's $1.95. Totals 9. Kodai Senga for the Mets. Bryce Elder for Atlanta. Now, Elder's just 4-9 with an ERA in the 6s. Of course, as a team, the Braves have played their worst baseball away from Truist Park. 366 win percentage when they bat first. And speaking of the bats, the Mets are doing a nice job making contact at the plate. They're fanning just 7.5 times a game at home. Top 5 in walks per contest at the dish. Pete Alonso's tied for the league lead in RBI with 98 of them. OPS in the high 800s. And Juan Soto with nearly 100 walks on the year already. OPS of 879. Mets games went 7-3 to the over in their last 10. 5-2 to the over in their last 7 at Citi Field. Meanwhile, 6 out of the Braves' last 10 outings got over the total themselves. I like the Mets minus 1.5, over 9. Tigers Twins 740 Eastern start. Detroit's minus 210, total 7.5. Tarek Skubal for the Tigers. Bailey Ober for Minnesota. Ober's just 4-7 with an ERA in the 5s. And Minnesota's pitching has been pretty lackluster at home this year. They're in the bottom 10 in runs allowed on their own diamond. And they're facing a Detroit squad who's actually in the top 10 in runs per game at the plate. Riley Green, 27 homers, 87 ribbies. Spencer Torkelson, 66 RBI, OPS in the 800s. Tiger games went 7-3 to the over in their last 10. Twins with overs in 6 out of their last 10 themselves. I like the Tigers minus 1.5, over 7.5 runs. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Going to be in that Diamondbacks-Rockies matchup. 8:40 Eastern first pitch. Arizona's $1.80, totals 12. Eduardo Rodriguez for the Diamondbacks. Brad Blaylock for Colorado. Now, Blaylock's got just 1 win on the year with an ERA close to 8. He's actually just 1-3 with a whip of 1.71. These Colorado pitchers have been the clear-cut worst in all of Major League Baseball. They're allowing nearly a dozen hits a game at Coors Field, dead last in runs allowed. They're taking on an Arizona squad who actually has little problems at the plate. This is a top 5 run-scoring team in the National League. Ketel Marte, OPS of 956. Corbin Carroll, OPS in the high 800s. And out of the D-backs' last 10 meetings with the Rockies, they've actually slammed Colorado for 11.3 hits a game during that time frame. So if you're into historical trends, certainly want to think about that one there. Now, 6 out of the D-backs' last 10 outings did get over the total. Colorado games went 7-3 to the over in their last 10. I like Arizona minus 1.5, over 12. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. I like the Mariners minus $1.20, getting the job done for some money line cash. Give me the over 8 in that Cubs-Blue Jays matchup. We're 7-0 in our last 7 extra daily picks on my premium page. Marlins plus $1, over 7.5. Phillies minus 1.5, under 9. Mets minus 1.5, over 9 runs. Tigers minus 1.5, over 7.5 runs. And give me the Diamondbacks minus 1.5, over 12. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And just a friendly reminder, if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free, going to be included with your membership. That's why I always tell folks that full access, all-inclusive Gold Club membership, it's a full access package. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. With that said, folks, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.